Hello everyone. My name is Unfamous Wannabe. Today we're just going to be doing a quick race in career mode. It's not going to be a very long race, and I'm sorry for that. But I just want to kind of get into this, starting around, playing around a little bit. Um, I don't know how many people will see this, but I hope you do. I hope you stick around and see what we're doing here, or what I'm doing here. I hope you enjoy this. I'm a real big fan of NASCAR. And I've really been getting into this game. I've had it for over not a couple of months now. It's been out since last September, I believe. I don't have any of the big updates or the new update for 2018 yet. But it's still a very fun game. I still haven't played that much of the career mode. I've usually just been playing on the round on the championship mode or whatever. So here you see what our next goal is. I am racing for Kyle Petty Motorsports. Not a huge fan of Kyle Petty, but he's got a great car. When I got the opportunity to sign with that, I was like, you know what, this is what I want to do. We've gotten 2 wins so far. Here's our next goal, as you can see with our 5 race incentive. We've got a top 5, we've got 2 top 10, so we got to basically for these next 3 races, I got to get within the top 10. So hopefully that's doable. I believe it's doable. Next, we're going to be going in a Camping World Truck Series race. We're going to go driving for the Lineman 200. So I hope you enjoy this. It's just a game I've always really enjoyed. I remember growing up being little, all the way from NASCAR. What was it? NASCAR 2004, NASCAR Thunder. I think that's what it was. I really enjoyed those games. Had a great time playing those. And this game has just improved upon a lot of it. I didn't get NASCAR Heat 1, but I've watched a lot of people play that. Real Radman, I watched him. And I saw, I've seen a few other YouTubers play it, and I've seen that there was the game was a little bit buggy. Um, but this game has seemed to have improved a lot on that. Like I said, I can't compare it myself, but we're going to see how it goes. I'm not going to go down that little track that they go down, but I'm just going to see how this game plays. I'm going to see how this track goes, give it a couple laps, um, and see how good we are. Like I said, I've seen a few YouTubers playing NASCAR games. We came into that way too hot. We can't be doing that in the NASCAR race. That's why I like to do the practice laps. This may not be the most interesting part of it because I'm not, racing people or trying my best to, you know, try to stay competitive with the other players. I'm just trying to figure out. I'll let out a little bit. See where I see that was still too much. Try to get a feel for the track so that when I actually do go out there, I am more competitive and actually have a chance to. And what I like about the practice is they actually do have cars that are out here practicing with you, so it's good for get a good feel of how the other cars are going to drive and how it's like to pass other people's in the race. Because a lot of these racetracks I don't have that much experience. I don't have that much experience on. So being able to play these a little bit is kind of fun and interesting. You kind of see where you're at. So gotta pass on him. We let out of the gas. That turn 3. Is it turn 3? No, that's turn 2. It's just giving me a real hard time. Turn 3, you can get into it a little harder. But I'm really gonna have to back off there on turn 3 or turn 2. Sorry. See, turn 2 or turn 3. Sorry, I backed out of there a little bit more, or around the same time as I'm backing out on 2C. Ooh, hit that wall. See, those are the kind of mistakes that I do practice for, so I can kind of try to fix. So hopefully we can do that. Let's back out a little bit earlier. Try to go in low. Get back into the gas a little bit. Oh, see, it's too hot. We'll back out a little bit more, see how that works. I don't know if I'm going to get a good lap on this one, especially from smacking that wall. But we'll see what we can do. Back out just a little bit. Turn in, get back on the gas. Get down on the apron. Keep going. Came in too hot. Like I said, I'm not the best at these racing games. While I do enjoy them, yeah, that last lap was just terrible compared to that first one. See, turn 2, or yeah, turn 1 going into turn 2 is just awful for me. Let's try to get a good speed off the straightaway. See what we can do here. Back up just a little. Yeah, I held it for too long. Coming way too high on those turns. Got a good exit. Let's go. See what we can do here. A little bit better. Still pretty bad. So let's get out of that. Get out of that. Don't hit the wall. Get back in the gas. Still coming in too high. I really don't want to brake too much, but I think I'm going to try to do that next lap. The main goal is just to get good enough where I'm not crashing or hitting the walls consistently. Or doing that. Or doing that. Well, you know, you kind of helped me. Let me stay low. So I get around. Yeah, that was just way too high. A little bit better though. I'm getting back to where I was. I am very sorry. Very sorry. That didn't help. So I'm gonna draft off of him. Let's see if I can get some speed on him. Cut down.
Still there, he's outside. Clear.
Braking just a little bit. I'm not trying to spin or anything. Trying to get around this guy. Probably gonna go inside. Stick out. Yeah. And if I didn't let off, I had more speed carrying into the exit, but I didn't want to, you know, slam into the wall trying to pass. Ooh, sorry. Get back into it. See if we can get off this turn. All right, we're gonna do probably just gonna finish this lap. Gonna go into qualify and see how we do there. Hopefully we do decent. Just trying to get those exits down. See how we qualify. Hopefully we do pretty good this lap. We did run into a few people, so that's definitely going to slow us down. 37, decent. We're going to go into the pits. Let's turn down this game volume a little bit. I got this engine just blaring in my ear. So as you can see, we've gotten progressively worse. But hopefully we can fix that. So we'll go to the next session here. We're going to do a little bit of qualifying. It's quick qualifying, so it's only one lap. Yeah, we're not going to do it. I know that's probably what they want you to do. That's probably the NASCAR official thing to do. But it'll be alright. Nobody's going to penalize us. What I do love about this game is just the engine sounds. While I was complaining about them blaring in my ear, which they were, but let's get off this turn. They do sound very good. I remember I went to a NASCAR race for the first time last year in Atlanta, and I heard some people in the second or third row where I was, right in front of me, or like 2 or 3 rows ahead of me, and they were saying like, "All right, leave the," talking to one of their buddies, leave your earbuds off, or your little, like, you know, the headphones or like the earmuffs. I don't know what you call them. Ear protectors, ear protection. Leave them off. And I was like, you know what? I was like, maybe I should. Maybe I should just see what it's like. And oh my lord, I didn't have mine in. I just had them around my neck. And when those cars came by and they were all like going into the throttle hard, I thought I was like had a heart attack. I had like a near like out of body experience there. It was absolutely incredible. You know, I was scared I was gonna go deaf from it, but it was amazing. Definitely don't do that. I would not recommend that. We got a 17th place, 17th qualifying. Not the best, but it is okay. So we're having a night race here. All I'm really trying to do is get a top 10. If we get a win, that's great. If we get a top 5, even better. But, you know, I'm just trying to do all I can do. You know, not completely make any... Oh, yep, made her... Oh, yep, sorry, Smith. Sorry. Forgive me if you're really big into the Camping World Truck Series. I'm not a huge fan of it myself. I don't really watch it. Honestly, I don't believe too many people do watch it. Like I said, I don't want to offend you if you do. Let's try to back out. Oh, sorry, self. So I don't really know any of these drivers. Like I know Jennifer Jo Cobb. I know Gilliland, of course, just because he races for Kyle Petty. I know Kyle Busch races in
All
it.
clear,
I
all
know
clear.
Brian Hill. Is that Brian Hill?
5
I
laps,
think it
finish
is.
line.
I hope it is. I mean, I don't want to butcher his name or anything.
All clear.
Something. I know Friesen. I've heard of him.
Inside still there.
I think it's Brian Hill. I don't know. But let me know if you're watching this, if you do like
Miles clear.
Camping World
Clear,
Truck
clear.
Series. And maybe you can help school me on some of these names. I think the last,
Inside is
oh,
on your
good
bumper.
God. The last race I watched from the Truck Series was actually the one at Charlotte the past couple of weeks. That was a very exciting race. It was really enjoyable for me, especially. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not want to spin you.
Clear right.
I know Cindric too. Um, but it was a very interesting race. I know NASCAR has gotten a lot of bad rap lately, even from fans. Um, it is really hard to get into it now and stay entertained. I know that they're trying with these stage races to make it more entertaining and stuff like that, but it's really hard, and it's really hard to stay watching it when the first two stages honestly don't matter.
Inside
The
still
front
there.
man, I am not gonna get this top 10, and this is gonna suck.
Clear.
I mean, I don't want to race reckless, but I really got to get it. Oh, this is bad. Um, but I just think the stages, maybe for the drivers there's more incentive, but when you get the same three drivers up there, it's really not entertaining. As much as I think it's impressive what Kevin Harvick's doing. I mean, for the fans, it's not good. I'm not saying that they should. I don't. But you think NASCAR would be like, why is he consistently the best car out there? You can say his team puts in more work. You can say, you know, he has better this and
All
that.
clear. Keep moving.
Or he just spends 40 hours a week in the simulator getting ready for a race. Whatever. I'm not saying that drivers shouldn't have the ability to differentiate their cars and to help them stand out. But when it's consistently that big of a gap, I don't think it's fun for anyone. Because then you're just watching the same person. You can go look at a race and get an update, and the same person's leading on lap 30 as in lap 146. I mean, it's just not. I don't know. It's just not as interesting for me anymore. I think the most interesting race I watch is them qualifying for the All-Star race. The 20 cars that they had for trying to get. That was the most interesting racing back and forth that I'd seen. Yeah, we're not gonna get a top 10 on this one. We'll do one more, just because this is a quick race. Like I said, they're all on like 5%, 8% races, so it's not a full race. I might do a 50% race or a 100% race if someone is interested. But I just have not put myself through that kind of endurance. I mean, I can imagine being a race car driver and actually going 4 hours doing it, but I know personally I couldn't do it. So 13th place from starting in 17th, not terribly bad. I don't usually talk and race at the same time, so it's kind of a little bit difficult there. But maybe I can get a little better with this talking and racing type thing. So 13th place, not very good at all. Didn't come in last, so that's good. Won a little bit of money, a little bit of package money. But it does suck now that I will not be getting that race incentive. It's quite okay. I didn't get the first one, and I think it killed my momentum. I was doing really, really, really well in the last few races. That's why I had some momentum and a good luck streak kind of going. Yep, it's gone, but that's okay. That's quite all right. 105,000 for a top 15 finish. I would gladly do that. Hopefully, I can do it. There's old Daniel Suarez. Um, so yeah, just let me know if you do like these kind of videos. I think they're kind of fun. I think the racing's type fun. And also, if anybody's watching this and would actually like to get on multiplayer and do this, that'd be really cool to get some of the people watching that and to be able to do some online multiplayer races. I think that's really fun. The only thing, I like this game a lot, but it does get a little bit repetitive. I mean, it's a racing game, I understand that. But it'd be cool if you had some more of the challenges. I do kind of like the challenges, but I think It's a little bit cheesy. Flex tape. Oh my lord. Anyway, I do think it gets a little bit repetitive. I don't like that they don't really introduce the races. I think they do in the career mode when you get into the Monster Energy Cup Series. But I really don't like how they don't, make a big production out of it. I think that's really cool. But I don't know. Maybe they'll fix some of these things in the next one. I just wish there was more like interaction in the game. Another gripe I have about it is I don't like. Can I just go all out on this racetrack? I don't like that you can't do like a spin out and just do like some victory laps and stuff like that. I really don't. I don't like the fact that you can't do that. I know it's kind of pointless to think about. But I mean, I think it's fun, and I think it's just gets you more immersed into the game. I do think it is a pretty game. I love how realistic the grandstands are. If any fans of NASCAR out there, you'll get that. But I mean, it's a great game. I do love it. I don't think we're gonna do another lap. I think I want to go around this last curve because it does seem like a racetrack you can just go full out on. So hopefully that means we can get a good qualifying. There's the blimp up there. I do not believe it is the Goodyear blimp, but it is a nice looking blimp. And let me know if you're watching this, if you've been to any races. What was your first race? Did you enjoy it? Things like that. All right, yep. So we're going to go to the pits. We're going to do a quick qualifying. Let's do this. Yeah, because I've been a racing fan since I was, little. I remember going over to my grandparents' house, and, every Sunday it'd be on. And it was just always something we watched together. And it was just a big part of my childhood, even if I didn't, realize actually what was going on. But I don't know, it was such a fun race. I remember growing up, my favorite race car driver was Rusty Wallace because that's what my Nana always loved. I don't know why she loved him so much, but she did. So I loved him as well. And then after he retired, she was all about Dale. I mean, she was about Dale too. It was either Rusty Wallace or Dale she was rooting for. And that was mostly for, because, she was so in love with Dale Sr. and all that. Which I can see why you were. He's just a nitty-gritty race car driver. And he really did help the sport as a whole to grow to where it is now. And I know it's declined some, but, and that's the hardest thing is watching it now, is because, it's hard watching it, with her, and it's hard watching it with, now, because it's like a lot of these new drivers now, and it's like the old faces that you remember watching aren't really there. And the ones that are still there you can't stand, especially like the ones that have been there for like 10 years. Kyle Busch, everybody thinks he's an ass. And then I like Brad Keselowski. He's been there a while. He's pretty cool. 25th. Oh my, we got some work to do. Well, I did need a top 25 finish, right? That's all I need. It wasn't top 15, right? I hope not. We'll race like it was a top 15. Mr. Logano. Wait, I don't want to cheat and go down there. Bubba Wallace, look at you, boy. Did any of y'all catch the Indy 500 last weekend? I thought it was funny to see Danica Patrick in it, and I mean, it's unfortunate that she wrecked again, but it's like, oh hey boy. But it's like, it seems like it's pretty consistent from NASCAR to the Indy series. I mean, I do hate that for us. Oh Lord, I'm so sorry, buddy. I mean, I do hate that for her because, I mean, for women, I feel like, she did a lot for in coming into NASCAR. I mean, even though there's women like Jennifer Jacob in the Truck Series, but just to have, a woman of that notoriety. Oh Lord, they about wreck themselves. I don't really see that often. Just to see a woman like that with that much notoriety get into a sport like this, where it's so dominated by men, I think it shows a lot, and I think it's very inspiring to, especially like, young women out there and girls that are trying to get up into these sports. I know there's a lot in, the Hot Rod Series and the ARCA Series and stuff like that. But I still think it's a big deal, even though, she wrecks half the time. That's neither here nor there. Like I said, I thought it was funny, same here, there, but, maybe, who knows, at least GoDaddy's still funding her, so that's good. Her car did look really nice, though, I have to say that. And it's kind of unfortunate because, she was pretty consistently good in the IndyCar series for a while there. But, you never know. Oh, Lord. Got real loose flying up that corner. Trying to go low here. Amarola. Almirola. Have any of y'all played any of the NASCAR games? Any of them? Any of the old ones? The new ones? This one? Perhaps? Like I said, I think it's a good game. I just wish that they had a little bit more features in it. A little bit more to keep you coming back, There's... Oh, please don't! No, boy! Oh, I lost so much speed getting behind him. Son of a... Oh, wow. Bubba! Come on, man. Come back. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. I was doing so good, and I got caught up behind him. He got caught up behind me. It sucks, but that's how racing goes, I guess. It's better than wrecking out. I'm so sorry. I'm really not trying to wreck these guys. I just gotta get in front of these guys. I don't really want to take the Larson line. Let's see if we can push him that way. Come on. Get some speed. Fly down low. Ooh, okay. Block me, buddy. Oh, now I might have helped him spin, but he did that by himself. I will not take responsibility for that. Let's try to go flat out again. I mean, I want to at least get one more position on this. What's his name? Ben Rhodes? Is that his name? Like I said, I know more of the Xfinity racers just because they do play, or a lot of them race in the, the Monster Energy Cup Series. But I'm still no expert on them. Oh, 22nd. I think that was enough to do what I needed to do. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see. God, I hope so. See, and I've been pretty consistent with the Xfinity Series too, because you have these hot seat races. You've got one win, one playoff point. Fastest lap was not me. Let's see, finish the event, see if I can do this. See how good I was. Because $103,000 is oh, it was a top 15 finish. Son of a beesh. I probably would have raced a little harder if I remembered it was that. Damn. Well, anyway, I hope you have an amazing rest of your evening, morning, lunchtime, night, whatever it may be, whatever time it may be for you. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about it. Anything I could change. I might try to do some story times while I'm doing this. Talk about some stories in the past, stuff like that. I don't know. Try to make it a little bit more interesting. It is hard to kind of figure out something you can consistently talk about while you're doing these races. But like I said, let me know. Let me know if you think I should, make the races longer. Just for me, I've had them short because I'm really just trying to get through the truck series. Because, like I said, I'm not too much of a fan of the truck series, so I do want to get into the Monster Energy Cup series and start racing with those, the cool, or not really, I mean, I think the trucks are cool too, but, just get into some of more of the people that I know. Hopefully get a good team there. But anyway, we still got the truck series to go and the NASCAR Infinity series to go. But like I said, anyway, let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this one, and until the next one, peace.